Today we are doing a two-tiered pick-a-card reading, and the topic is what your soul is craving, which might actually be different than what your head is telling you you want. But we'll have to wait and see what the cards have to say, right? And we'll also be choosing our cards by sound. Hi everyone, welcome back to another pick-a-card reading for the heart and soul. I'm Cheryl Lee Harnish. Hi. And I am the author of The Path of the Soul, Return of Spirit, and The Divine Guidance Deck. Now, today is special because I am going to be drawing our additional cards from the from the Divine Guidance Deck, because this is an extra deck that my printer just sent me. And I have so many decks, and I thought we should do a giveaway. So, I mean, these are crisp. They smell new. So I'm going to use them today and get this like reading mojo all over them. And one of you guys are going to win it. So to enter, you need to be a subscriber. That's one of the important stipulations. After that, in the comments below, you need to write hashtag Oracle Giveaway, okay? And so that way I can identify you guys, and next week I'll just choose one random winner and we will mail you off a deck. Now, I do have a few other things to talk about before we get into the reading, which is one, I am in the process of starting a new channel. Because there's been a lot of weirdness with YouTube over the last year in this channel, multiple issues. So I'm decided from people's comments that I'm going to test something today. At the end of the readings, I am putting in an ad, and you guys know I keep this ad free for a reason, but I am monetized. So I want to test if I put in an ad, if that helps the video. So just ignore the ad at the end, okay? Please. Sorry. Just have to check. The other thing is, for the next few weeks, I am only going to be doing one reading a week or one video a week, because it's interesting. Over the last, I would say month, I've noticed this trend in the readings that I'm doing for people, that there was change. And I mean, I've been talking about this to people, that there seems to be this global energy that's moving through people's lives right now, and it's creating a lot of change and a lot of like upheaval. And I thought I was immune because I'm the reader, but apparently I'm not. Now, if that's not happening with you, I have to say, just hold on, because it's a coming. Like, there is a big shift of change. So while I'm going through this process of I have to move, I'm only going to be able to do one video a week. So I hope you guys are okay with that. Now, let's get into our card reading and our choices. So we're doing this by sound. Now, those of you who are more visual, each one of these items has symbols or artwork on it. So you can use that as your means to choose. So we're going to be going 1, 2, 3. So if you choose to pick by sound instead of visually, I'm going to suggest you close your eyes. So I'll bring them up here for you guys who need to see them. These will be number 1, our tingshes. I love that. It just puts me right in the right place. Okay, number 2 is going to be our singing bowl, and we have a bunch of Buddhas in there. And we're just gonna okay. And choice number 3 will be our Om bells. Okay, so for our second tier, which we're doing charms today, I have chosen out some of our lovely little Buddhas. So charm reading number 1 is going to be our abundance Buddha. Hopefully you can see him there. And our next choice, oh, this will be choice A, sorry. Choice B will be our manifesting Buddha with the globe. And choice C will be our peace Buddha. Okay? All right, so as always, pause if you need to. I'm going to get us started in the reading. Hi, group 1. Oh, put them down quietly. Okay. Group 1, what is your soul craving for? Group 1, what is your soul craving for? All right. Now, they're so new. I hope these spread out. They're going to be clunky, but that's okay. Putting the love into them anyway. All right, group 1, what your soul is craving for. I feel like it's right in here, so I need that one. I need this one. All right. So I'm going to grab from the bottom. Let's see what we have. Okay, starting out with a master number. We have master number 33, and that is Kuan Yin. Okay, and Kuan Yin is a deity of compassion, and a lot of the times, you know, it's talking about learning this place of compassion within ourselves for other people. But I find most of the times when it's coming out in the card reading, our issue of compassion for other people, or compassion for other people, isn't normally the issue. It's learning to have compassion for ourselves, because most of us are so hard on ourselves. Okay, we also have vibrations. So this is a card that's like a reminder of watching your energy, but also of stepping out and stepping more into your power, into your awareness, and often into like a leadership position. Okay. We also have the feline card, and this is a big one. It's kind of funny that I was talking about change here in the beginning of the video, because feline card is talking about making a big leap or a big jump forward. It's like making a move, finally, you know, getting out there and doing it. Oh my God. And then we have take flight, which literally backs up what I was just saying. Thank you, universe. And we have dragon guide. And I like this one because this one is saying that, you know, there are some of us, you know, fear our power or hold back our power in some way. And that dragon guide is talking about it's important that you step into your power and step into yourself. And sometimes you do have to breathe a little fire to get the point across that, hey, these are my boundaries, and this is where I stand with things, and this is how it is. So there's some energy in here about, you know, having compassion for yourself, and like 2 of these being aware of your self-empowerment, your energy, making a stand for yourself, taking flight, getting out there, and this big leap forward. And this is what the soul is craving, right? And and our last one is on target. So these 2 are the ones that I drew. Okay, so I have to say, with that on target card coming out, that really does feel to me that for the vast majority of you guys, that where you've been thinking, or the ideas that have been playing out here in your mind of where to head, what to do next, I feel like the universe is trying to affirm or reassure you that where you want to move is on point. You are on point with this. And that, you know, with that dragon guide and that the vibrations card coming out, this is about, you know, of course, stepping out of your fears, but I feel like this is more like stepping into yourself and stepping into your power, especially with Kuan Yin being there, right? With those master numbers, there is this higher spiritual principles, energy, and we are talking about what the soul is craving for. But with that says, I am going to be learning this higher principles, spiritual learning, and with that comes challenges. And so I feel like they're kind of saying you need to look the challenges head on and still move forward anyway. Because especially with that feline card, you know, in the booklet I had wrote that it's a lot like a cat in the grass. And I know you guys have seen a cat hunting birds, and it just kind of crouches and it gets very still. It has his eye on the prize, and only when intuition and instinct like pushes him, then the cat will make this big leap and jump for its prey. And this is kind of the same energy that's happening with you guys here, because I'm keep getting pulled to that part where the cat is sitting in the grass, not yet making that big leap. And I feel like that is what the cards are talking about what you are needing for yourself, like what your soul is needing is this big movement forward. And I feel like because that take flight card is there, that it is talking about getting yourself out into the world more. And I feel like this is not just like a COVID confinement sort of thing. There's like this energy of kind of been holding back for whatever reason. And it's like time for you to join the world, rejoin the world. Because in the Take Flight card, you see this main butterfly. There's thousands of little butterflies all connected through this chain linking. And so this is a very social card. So it is about making social connections, getting yourself out into the world. And the other thing with that butterfly is that it is literally drinking from this flower that's in the heavens. And it's saying that your soul feeds off of being out here in the world and engaging the world, people, situations. So I feel like there's something about joining social groups, doing something that's more social. Like it is time to get out there in a big step. They're not saying just baby steps. And I feel like you really need to trust yourself on where you feel you need to aim your arrow and go, because what your intuition is asking for, what your heart, your deeper heart, not your mind, where it's asking you to head is exactly where you need to be. And that I know we can fear making mistakes sometimes, but there really are no mistakes. And it is putting you right where you need to be, in a place that is much more empowered. And I feel like it does literally shift your energy and shifts your stance about like claiming your world and claiming yourself. And it's what I want to do, damn it. So I'm doing it. That kind of energy. It's very empowering. But I want to, before we finish this reading, I really want to reiterate this Kuan Yin, because it is so important. A part of this coming out is, lending that compassion to other people, that we are all in these human suits playing human, which doesn't make us quite so clever at times. So having compassion for that. But definitely this is about having compassion for yourself, right? Loving yourself through your humanness and your fears, and still making that progressive step forward. And I feel like when you guys do this, it's going to be a big progressive step for you in your lives, because this is really what the soul is asking for. Okay. Now we are not done. We still have part 2, and remember to enter the contest. And I am available for personal readings, which are much more specific to you. And all my information is down below. I'll see you for part 2. Hi, group 2. May as well give you a little sound bath before your reading. Okay. So let's draw out our extra cards. And I'm just warning you, they're sticky, so I'm having trouble separating them. What group 2 soul is craving? What group 2's soul is craving? Okay, that'll be good. All right, let's see what this brand new deck has to say for you guys. I feel like I'm going down here and this one here. Ah. Well, at least they'll be broken whenever one of you guys get them. Okay, so let's put them here and we'll just start with the first one under. Ooh, that's nice. So we have Shen Rizzi, and he is our Buddhist deity, and he's got these big Buddha ears. You can see his face in here. And of course, Shen Rizzi is always accompanied by the dog. And Shen Rizzi is like a wild energy. So this is I feel like this literally is a high energy reading. And Shen Rizzi is a lot about manifesting, the principles of manifesting, the energy of the energy of transforming thought, idea, concept through energy into actual form in your world. Okay, now let's see what the rest of the cards are. So we have the Clarity card, which I love because with this Clarity card, you know, it ranges from whites to this beautiful purple, which is like very higher upper crown chakra kind of energy. And so with that Clarity card, it's talking about you guys gaining this sort of clarity that is more connected to like a higher understanding of things, not just in a conceptual, this is why things happened so that your head is happy, but like a real understanding of, oh, I get why that has happened or this has happened. The word I want to attach to that is wisdom. I feel like we're talking about today with that Clarity card. So the next one out. Okay, so we have the Commitment card. Now this is what the soul is craving. So I'm going to have to wait to see what the rest of the cards are that come out. But that Commitment card, I mean, it literally is two sides coming together and tying the knot. And oftentimes in the reading, that's talking about your commitment to your own work or working with spirit. I'm not getting that vibe. So I'm not going to comment on what the commitment is until I get out the rest of the cards here. Geez. And we have the Recognition card. Okay. That often is about being recognized out here in the world for what you're doing, or recognizing within yourself either gifts, abilities, talents, and I have to say, some sort of recognition of this clarity, higher wisdom, something like that. Now, I know it's not coming together yet, but I'm waiting for these last two. Okay. And we have the Loved Ones card. Okay. I think I'm understanding this now. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So, with these two cards, so this one is very much about like peeling back the layer of reality and seeing inside the working of the universe. It's a very spiritual card. And then we have the Loved Ones card, which is literally talking about the people you know who have passed over, being here, their energy supporting you. And I feel like there's something in here of what your soul is craving for this feels to me like it has to do with relationship, with love, having that sort of support. And I feel like this is like on a spiritual level, because we have this card that we're talking about on a spiritual level, gaining that sort of connection or relationship with spirit where you feel like, okay, you guys really hear me and you do have my back and it's okay for me to, move forward with what I'm planning. But in the other sense, I feel like there is about recognizing, like, we don't have to always be strong on our own all the time. And sometimes it's okay to just go, okay, I concede. Okay, universe, I do. I need that commitment. I need that partnership, that person in my life that gives me that not they give it to you, but through that union, you gain that sense of foundation that from here I move forward. From here, this relationship is home base. So if you are in a current relationship, that could be something about like recognizing whether or not that relationship is this one that gives you that foundation or support, or recognizing that your mental ideas, beliefs, perceptions is creating your reality around you. And that whether or not you are with someone, it has to do with you and what you feel you deserve. All of the principles that go into manifesting. That if you keep attracting a certain partner, it's because there's something alive in you living from old beliefs that keeps bringing that back to you. And so there's something like the energy I feel here, you guys, what they're talking about is cleaning house. And especially with that loved ones card being here, because I feel like it's talking about really looking at relationships that you've experienced, especially like because that loved ones card connects to family a lot of the time. And like making an assessment of those old relationships so that you can begin to clean house in here, gain the clarity that you need of what it is that is living inside of you that is recreating this situation where you're either alone or not with the right partner. And I feel like this is something, again, that's on a soul level that is helping you to see through this reality into the higher principle and purpose. That's why this is opened up here. So it's literally saying like you've got some homework to do. But I feel like this is not going to evade you guys. You're not going to be like, what? Because we have that recognition card. I feel like this is like when you really settle with spirit and go, okay, I am open to this now. I am ready to really see how I am creating my reality out here. And that through that, you can begin to recognize the repeating patterns and what's in here that's creating these repeating patterns, and moving through that healing process to really manifest the right kind of partnerships. And even if it's not partnership, I'd say very close friend relationships. It's the people, your important people in your life. That's a really good word, okay? All right, so your reading is not done. We still have part 2. And remember to Oracle giveaway down in the comments. And I am available for personal readings, which are so much more specific to you as a soul. And all my info is down below. I'll see you for part 2. Hi, group 3. How are you? Okay, let's see. What does group 3 soul craving for? What is group 3's soul craving for? Okay, just a little shuffle, and then we'll pick out our cards. And right off the bat, I feel like this is absolutely one. And I feel like it's right in here. There it is. Okay. Well loved. Whoever wins them. Okay, let's see what we've got. So our first card out. Okay. So our first card out is the renewal card, and we're starting off with a spiral here. So I say this often in the readings, where we have spirals, we have growth, we have learning, we have expansion. So, whatever this is that your soul is craving for is something that is going to expand either your understanding or your world in some way. Now, the renewal card is often talking about a renewal in your relationships. And often it's like your current relationships that you have, and a renewal oftentimes, or some sort of healing in the family relationship, whether that's like, siblings, brothers and sisters, or the people that you had grown up with, because sometimes this is talking about some sort of, separating myself from my family so I can get space to heal sort of thing. But let's get out the rest of the cards and then we can see what context this is in, because I'm not sure yet. All right, so the next one out is the connections card. Now that's interesting. This one hasn't come out for a while. So with the connections card, do you see how these almost look like theater masks? It's the one eye of this theater masks, and there's like hundreds of them going smaller and smaller, again in a spiral pattern. That's interesting. Okay, so there's a lot of growth with this. Anyhow, the connections card is talking about understanding, learning, or integrating lessons from the past and past lives. So there could be some sort of connection coming in here from past relationships that you have now that actually stem from past lives. Sometimes I find that this card is also talking about the masks that we wear, that without even realizing or knowing that, when we're with one person, we're wearing this mask, and when we're with another person, we put on this persona. And so, again, I'm still not sure where they're going with this. So let's get out the rest of the cards here. Okay, so we have the up card. And I love when that one comes out, because that is saying that whatever has been going on in the area of interpersonal relationships, it's on the upswing. Like, things are looking up here for you. There's a change coming, which is what I was saying in the beginning. We also have the Return of Spirit card, which to me, this is powerful, because this, we might as well call it rebirth in a way, but it's where you really have that spiritual foundation under you, because this is high phoenix kind of energy. And it's almost like getting burned down to ash through what has been happening either in your recent past or throughout your life, and like coming back reborn in this kind of spiritual strength where I am not my past. I am not how I was raised. I am not any of those things. I am me. I am this amazing, powerful, divine soul. And that's the energy or vibe I'm getting with this. So let's see what else. Okay, so these are the two that I just drew out. And the next one out is the Lion Guide. Master number 33, Lion Guide card. And Lion Guide is about claiming your kingdom. It's about letting the world hear you roar. And it is about realizing it's not just about claiming your kingdom, but realizing, like in the deeper spiritual principles of things, that you are the king or queen of your jungle. Like, this reality is yours. You own it. And you are the one in power. You aren't like left to the devices of the whims of the universe, right? It's not up to fate. You're the one who is residing here. And I feel like there's a huge empowerment sort of energy in talking about this change coming in with your relationships. But I feel like it's not even just change in your relationships. Like, we could say your role that you've played in your relationships, with your family, with your closest people, with your lover or partner, whatever you want to say. And okay, this, I wasn't sure where everything was going. Now I know. So the last card out of the deck is the Archangel Michael card. Okay. So while Archangel Michael is protection, he almost we can call on him for that energy, but it's not a, protection against evil. But sometimes, our hearts, emotionally, we are in a place where we just need a buffer from the world because, like, we can get overwhelmed with it. And Archangel Michael can do that for you when you call on that kind of energy to create this bubble or buffer. Just think of it as like bubble wrap so that things kind of bounce off you more instead of just coming in and like hitting you on the side like a comet. So, and I do need to say that, and I don't often say that with this card, but that energy is in here feeling like you guys need that buffer right now so that you have some space here for your own emotional state of being, because Archangel Michael, it's all about these relationships, and Archangel Michael is very much a relationship card. And he is exactly what I've been saying, which is, you realizing your role in your relationships, how you're the one who gets to say, Lion Guide, you're king of your kingdom, queen of your kingdom. You're the one who gets to say who belongs in your life, who gets to play a role in your life, and who does not. Now remember, this is what your soul is craving for. And I feel like this is asking for this authentic, because we have the return of spirit, this authentic reassessment of the relationships that are going on in your life, and really coming to terms of who needs to be removed from your life, because Archangel Michael is about cutting cords to relationships that don't serve, and then really putting your heart, mind, and energy into the ones that are worth keeping, because their role in your life is a positive role and they have a positive improvement. And I also have to say that can be also in regards to new relationships coming in. But I really want to go back to this one before we finish up this reading, because we have the up card. And it feels like whatever you guys have been going through emotionally, you've got a second wind coming in here, and that things are looking up. But what your soul is asking and craving for is for you to step into your power and really take charge of this situation when it comes to the relationships in your life. Okay, and you can trust yourself in what you're doing, because things are getting better here. They are going to get better. Now, this is just a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, which is so much more specific to you as a soul, I am available down there below. And remember to write hashtag Oracle Giveaway to enter for the cards. And I'll see you for part 2, the charms, in just a sec. Hi, Group A. All right, for those of you who have chosen our Abundance Buddha, I'll just sit him on the side, make room for the lucky charms. Okay, woo! I grabbed a lot. Sorry. It's okay, there will be a lot for you to pick through here. So we actually have, holy smokes, 4 astrological signs. So these are signs of people who might be important to you, but definitely energies that you could be embracing or taking on as far as what your soul is craving. So the first one out of the bat is Taurus. So with Taurus energy, that is very much about, he is about security, emotional security, financial security, and enjoying the good things in life. Okay, because it's ruled by Venus. And the next one out, we have Aries, which is ruled by Mars. So we have that balance of Venus and Mars, male, female. We have that balancing energy. But Aries is very much a leader sort of energy. So that could be talking about leadership in areas as far as finances, like really taking the reins on things. But this is often about just like starting new projects or being brave in areas of your life that maybe you've kind of been a bit chicken, held back a bit in doing. The next one we have out is Leo, and Leo is ruled by the sun. And of course, Leo is like loves to be in the spotlight. And so I feel like there's something about you, coming out into the light or allowing yourself to be seen in some way. And Leo also is a lot about very creative. They can be very creative. So I feel like there's some creative energy that is running through all of this. The next one that we have is Capricorn. So with Capricorn energy, Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, and though it can feel like it's a bit restrictive, it's more, I want to use the word structured. So I feel like I want to say structured creativity, structured movement forward. So you're not just blindly charging ahead with things. And structure as far as creating this security that Taurus energy is calling for or craving for. So I'm just going to get some of these flipped so that I can see what we've got going on here and get them into our shot a little more. So we have some letters. We have the letter S as in Sam. We have the letter Y. These are weird ones today. Wow. And we have the letter Z. So that could represent people, things that you need to do, so many things that the letters can represent. Now, I'm just noticing here, holy smokes, you guys. We have one, I'm just going to move that down there. 1, 2, and I thought I saw another one. Keys. We have 2 keys sitting here. No, there it is. We have 3 keys in this reading. And so when anything shows up more than once, it's definitely a sign. And I feel like that key energy is opening doors for you. And I feel like, as far as what your soul is craving, and this energy that I was talking about with the signs, that this is very much about new doors opening, but in a structured way, like you moving forward with things in a structured way. We also, that's interesting, we also have the double fish, which represents Pisces, but it's also like abundance and feeding the masses, that sort of energy. And so I do get that kind of like opportunity energy coming in here with your reading, that there's some sort of opportunities are coming for you guys. Plus, we have 4-leaf clover. Like, there's good things coming in. Now, we do have the rake, which oftentimes is about raking through what is vital and important in your life and cleaning out what does not need to be here anymore. Because if you think of leaves, it's the discarded, rotting leaves that we're cleaning away. And so there is this kind of cleaning out sort of energy happening here. Now, we have a musical note, and that's always about, going in the flow, going with the flow of things. And we have the arrow, okay, and that to me feels like you're on target with whatever you guys are aiming for as far as these opportunities that are going to be presenting themselves to you. Plus, we have teeniest little tiny frog here, and that frog is, of course, about making these big leaps, which was one of the themes in the card reading this week. Now I'm just gonna spread these out for you so that you can see the rest of them. I do want to say we've got the double hearts here this week, so I would not be surprised if there's some opportunities or doorways opening as far as relationships are going here. So I'm going to move these in so that we can zoom in for you. And I want to send you guys all my love. You take care, and I will see you again next week. Hi, Group B. For those of you who have chosen our little manifesting Buddha, I'll just stick him in there. You can watch over. And let's get out our charms. Okay, I don't want too many here, but we need some signs. There we go. Okay. So, for the signs, these are, people who could be coming into your life or prominent or energies that you're embracing over the next week or two. And so first one out of the gate is Aries, which is ruled by Mars. So that's a stronger, more masculine kind of energy that is very much about moving forward, stepping into this leadership sort of position. Aries are brilliant at starting things or getting new things going, or just getting the courage when you may feel like you don't have any right now, that energy of courage stepping in. And we also have Leo, and Leo is ruled by the sun. And so that is very much about letting yourself shine. But Leos are very talented, right? They're creative, they're artistic, they're talented. And like that feels like it's drawing me to say that to you. And I feel like that's a reminder for a lot of you guys that you do have gifts, you do have these talents, and that it is about embracing them and doing things with them, starting something new that involves your talents. That's just so strong there. Now we have quite a few letters here, and this can represent people who are prominent, but it can also spell words, represent things, to point you in which direction you need to move in. So we have L, M, 2 D's, the letter B, and the letter S. Okay. All right, so let's get some of our charms flipped over. Okay, I've got to say, we've got the airplane out here. And so for many of you, I feel like this is like taking off with something new, like taking flight with some new project. But I also wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of travel. And even if that's just a day trip in the car or like literally in a plane flying somewhere, there's something about travel, new destinations, new place you end up, either a new place in your life or a new place physically. Okay. Now, just getting these turned over. Okay, I have to say I see 2 elephants so far. And with 2 elephants showing up, elephants are like that Ganesh manifesting abundance sort of energy. I have to say, this feels really good to you. The charms that are showing up here, we also have this pink whale tail, and whales also represent creative energy, which is really interesting because I really felt like that Leo energy was talking about like gifts and talents, and I feel like it's reiterating that with the whale tail here. And I feel like this is about you guys bringing out or allowing out that inner creative demon in some way and letting it shine, because there is some sort of transformational kind of energy. We have another letter, we have the letter I. And the reason I'm saying that transformational kind of energy is because we have the swan here. And, the swan is very much, I always think of the ugly duckling kind of story where this little duck perceives himself as ugly because he doesn't look like all the other ducks, only to discover when it grows up that it is this amazing, beautiful swan. And that is you guys. I feel like on a soul level, there is something about you realizing the beauty, your inner beauty of who you really are. And it's almost like a transformation of your perception of yourself. And backing that up is we have a butterfly too. So like strong transformational energy going on here. But I do feel like it's asking you to come out of your shell, so to speak, because we have a shell here, we have a shell here, and we have a tortoise. So, it is about coming out of your shell, letting the world see you, which Leo is sun energy, which is being in the spotlight, right? So there's so much going on here with the charms. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spread them out here a little bit and zoom in so that you can see the last of them for yourselves, okay? I wish you guys much love. Please remember to enter in the contest, like and share, and I'll see you again next week. Take care. Hi, Group C. How are you? For those of you who chose our Peace Buddha, we'll stick our happy little guy right there. And let's see what we've got for charms. I'm going to dig deep and mix them around. Whoa. Okay. We have lots of letters showing up. So letters they can spell words, they can point to business names, be the initials for people. Let's see what we have. We have L, D, H, P, Z, W, and D. Okay. Now, as far as our astrological symbols, these are either representing people that are going to be important over the next few weeks, or energy. I really find it's more energy that you're going to be embracing. And so we have Virgo right off the bat, ruled by Mercury. And while, yes, Virgo is about getting organized, and yes, Virgo is the perfectionist, Virgo is also very health-oriented and very service-oriented. And those are the two themes that intuitively they're like standing out to me. So I feel like there's more of a focus on your physical health, especially foods, what you're eating, that sort of thing. And a focus on service, like how you can be in service in some way to the world, even if it's just small or in a secret sort of way. The other sign that we have here is Aquarius, which actually that does go with what I was saying about that service energy with Virgo, because Aquarius is very humanitarian oriented. And not only that, but being ruled by Uranus, they're an air sign, and Uranus rules the unexpected, out of the blue, like the thunder, the lightning bolt that strikes by surprise. And so it has that kind of surprise element coming in this reading. So I would say, like, to look for things that you may not have expected, but surprise doesn't always mean bad, right? There's a lot of positive aspects to having surprise, good change coming up. Now, we've got the spider web showing up in here. I'm trying to get it up. It's a spider on the web. And in native spirituality, Grandmother Spider is the weaver of the alphabet, the teller of stories. So there's some element of writing that's coming in here for you guys this week. And, we have the cat here. And with the cat, the energy of her is very much about, cats are feminine, but they are the intuition, that deeper interknowing, the gut hunches, the instinct, that sort of thing. And I would say that doubles up on those of you who got the feline card in the cards this week. It's really backing that energy up. Now, I want to say that we have probably the world's tiniest spoon here. And I feel like that, again, is backing up this need for really focusing on your health and what you're eating, okay? Now, I do need to point this out because we have a happy face. And I feel like this is a predictor of things to come, as far as like being in this energy where you actually feel happy for no reason. You do just because you're here and you feel good. And that's something to really relish, I do have to say, because we don't often get that. Now I want to see what this is. Okay. Remember how I was saying with the Aquarius sign that it's the unexpected and things like that? Well, we also have the ladybug, and ladybug represents luck. So, and we have a four-leaf clover. So we have the lucky ladybug and a lucky four-leaf clover, and this energy of like feeling good for no reason. So that accompanied with the hummingbird, which, the hummingbird is drinking from the nectar of life, so to speak. And I know this sounds kind of hokey and wishy-washy, but you guys, I really do get a really good vibe off of these terms. And I feel like there's, maybe for the first time in a long time, you've got something good coming in here that does give you that feeling of, feeling good, feeling like, holy crap, look at my luck. I can't believe this happened. And the last one I'm going to point out is we have a ship. And I feel like that's feeling like you've got the wind in your sails. You're moving forward. There's progress coming up here. So if it's been rough for you lately, just hang on, because I really feel like this is what they're talking about. A really good next couple weeks coming up for you. Okay. I want to wish you much love. I appreciate all your comments and all your words, and I will see you again next week. Take care.